The man had just opened his window when an arrow suddenly struck his door. Confused, he pulled out a note attached to the arrow. It read, "If you shoot that gun in the basket into the sky, I'll pay your rent for a whole year. Because the rent is in arrears and there are loan sharks everywhere." Without thinking much, he immediately loaded the gun and fired it into the air. At the same time, a driver was about to get into his car when he saw a note on the dashboard. The note read, "When you hear a gunshot, drive to Gile Avenue. I'll pay off your car loan." The driver didn't believe it and threw the note out the window. However, when he opened the vanity mirror, a wad of cash fell out from the top. Just then, he heard gunshots nearby. Without hesitation, he started the car and drove straight to Jewel Ray Avenue. As soon as the car stopped, a man with a scar on his face got in. He told the driver to stay still and not do anything. He then took a strange letter from the car and gave it to the jewelry store owner. The note read, "You have 5 seconds to pack all the diamonds, or the 2 big men beside you will detonate a hidden nuclear bomb." Hearing that, the shop owner was terrified and rushed to open the safe and hand over all the diamonds to them. What he didn't know was that the 2 muscular men were actually just asked to look scary. That was their way of intimidating their victims to make it seem real. Shortly after, several couriers came to pick up the packed diamonds and load them into the trunk of the driver's car. They told the driver to return to their original location. After he returned, a man wearing sunglasses took the diamonds from the trunk and moved them to a sports car. The mysterious boss managed to pull off this diamond robbery without ever showing his face. Sometime later, the police chief brought everyone in for questioning, but strangely, none of them knew each other. Not even one of them realized they had been part of a robbery. Finding no clues, the police chief finally interrogated the last person, the man in sunglasses. He simply said, "I didn't see anything." The police chief snapped, "Are you blind or what?" It turns out the man is blind, and his task is simply to carry a bag and walk 5 steps forward. Once he does, he will receive his reward. So, for those of you curious about the real culprit, you can watch this Indian film, Saho, 2019.